What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I want to talk to y'all about a gospel singer and songwriter by the name of Kim Burrell. Now, I'm not well versed in the gospel music like that. I only listen to the gospel songs that my mom will play around and my stepfather. Fun fact, my mom was married to a pastor for 4 years, right? Before he ultimately died due to a heart attack after, while he was driving his car, right? Always a great man. They dated years prior prior to getting married as well. So he was around in my life for a little minute, right? And so I'm listening to the gospel music that he would play and stuff like that. But I didn't grow up just listening to gospel music all the time. I still was listening to what I wanted to listen to, right? But I've heard of Kim Burrell, but when I hear about her, it's always due to nasty, rude, and disrespectful interactions that she has with people. Recently, there's a clip that's going around of her singing a song of praise. She's praising God, singing a song. And a woman is attempting to sing the song with Kim Burrell. She's feeling in the spirit of God. And she's trying to sing the song. Most people do that, right? When people are singing a song in church, there will be people in the crowd who will sing along because they love the song and they want to praise the Lord as well, right? And so while Kim Burrell is singing and the woman is singing the lyrics too, Kim Burrell stops and says, "It's a solo. God is using me. Don't sing with me right now. I'm singing alone now. I'm singing alone now. Ma'am, with that mask, let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. I'll be back. No, I'll call you when I'm ready, right? Don't sing with me. I'm singing. God is using me right now." Like what? Like see stuff like this. And I've seen Kim Burrell. She's made fun of people being less fortunate. She's talked about people who aren't as financially blessed as she is, and was like making them seem like they were scoundrels, like they were beneath her. And I'm looking like, how can a woman who claims to be who claims to be a Christian, right, who always talks about being of the Lord, how can you act extra ungodly like this, right? How you want to minister to God's people, but at the same time be evil to God's people? See, we got to talk about some of these church folks who have nasty, ill-mannered spirits who still think that, they can lead somebody to God's salvation, and you just absolutely rude as fuck. You know what I mean? And again, she treats people like like she's doing them a favor by gracing them with her presence. And stuff like that, it cannot stand. That's why church folks get such a bad rap. And what's making it even worse is that none of the people, her contemporaries in gospel music, people who sit beside her, none of them ever correct her publicly. You never see them correct her. And so there's no accountability being had, and she's just able to just be a bully to any and everybody while singing gospel songs in God's name. How the hell does that work? You know what I mean? And this is why the church gets a bad rap, because people are allowed to be devilish, to be vindictive, to be evil-spirited, and still be able to claim that they Christians and still walk around and judge other people and act like they are holier than thou when their spirit is all fucked up and rotten. She got a rotten spirit, Kim Burrell. That's why, I'm not even trying to be funny. Kim Burrell is 51 years old. Look how Kim Burrell looks compared to Regina Hall, Regina King, Sanaa Lathan, Angela Bassett. These are all women in their 50s. And look how Kim Burrell looks. Seriously, look how she look. And I'm not trying to even be funny like that, but look, it's something like that spirit. When you got a spirit like that, it shows on you at times. Seriously, it does. It shows on you in your appearance at times. And I don't know how she's been getting away with it for so long. I've seen her bully folks. I've seen her. I don't even watch the shows that she does. I've seen clips, people sharing it, clips of her being just evil, just being very mean. And I'm looking like, how can you really be in church like this? And how can you go to a church where a woman like this is thriving in and say, this is the place that I need to be? This is the sanctuary that I need to be in with a woman like that. It don't add up to me. You know what I mean? And again, and as a young man, again, I was a stepson of a pastor for years. And he was the coolest individual I've ever known, right? Coolest individual I've ever known. But when we would go to some other churches and we would be around some of these other people, and even, you know, you going around other churches going to see people and you see their spirit, and it's easy to get turned off by church folks, because a lot of them are some of the most judgmental, some of the most rotten individuals you can find, because they think because they are singing praise songs, because they reading their Bible, that they better than everybody. Not all of them, because there's a lot of good people in church, but it's a lot of rotten people like Kim Burrell walking around, and they're able to thrive, and they have a pedestal in church, and people still look up to them. You got folks on the internet taking up for Kim Burrell and applauding the behavior. You got folks acting like it's okay. You got people who, like, you know, just, they think it's funny. They think it's entertaining. Church going folks. And I'm like, how the fuck do y'all expect y'all congregation to grow? Excuse me for cussing. I know it's a church video, but hey, I got to be real with me and who I am, right? How do you expect for your congregation to grow when you got people like that in church? Y'all want young men to come to church. Y'all want young folks to be up in there. Y'all want young people to be in church. How you expect for people to come when you got older folks in there who all they do is bully folks, ridicule, they talk to people in snark, nasty ways. They got very mean-spirited auntie auras all on them. And you think people gonna gravitate to that? Young folks ain't playing that shit, dog. You can't be talking and being rude and disrespectful to folks and think it's gonna be okay. What's the show she on with Donnie McClurkin and them? What is it? Sunday's Best? I don't know. Y'all let me know. And a young man was talking to her and was getting down on her, telling how rude and disrespectful she is, because she's snickering while he's performing and laughing and being disrespectful. And then Donnie McClurkin, oh, that's not the way to handle this. See, that's the wrong with a lot of people. If you God's child, correct your sister and get her the fuck together. Instead of trying to make excuses for her and blame that brother for snapping out rightfully because your sister being unruly and disrespectful and evil. Correct her.